everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back to another Forgotten Favorites. I'll just go ahead and get right in it. I am going to use this is Clinique Even Better. This is a skin tone correcting moisturizer. It has an SPF of 20. Christy gave this to me a while back and I have used it plenty. As you can see, probably, maybe, hopefully, that it is more than halfway gone. I honestly don't know if this is really helping with the correcting, but I do use it and maybe it is helping some. So I am going to start out with that because I have used plenty of it and then I put it in a drawer and I totally forgot about it, which is something that I do quite often. Perhaps if you don't have the sunspots or the melasma as bad as I do, maybe that will help you. Okay, the next product I'm going to use is the Pure Correcting Primer. I purchased this quite a while back, but I really don't use it very often. I don't know why, because I have many others that I'm trying to get through and I forget that I have it. It's called a correcting primer because you can see there how peachy it is, and that neutralizes the dark spots, so it is helpful. Since I started out on a color correcting kick here, I am going to go ahead and use the Becca and Peach color corrector. I don't have a tan right now, so I'm going to use this one. This is really nice for really doing spot corrections. I'm just taking a small round brush and I'm just going to target the areas where I have the darkest spots. I know it looks pretty peachy right now and it looks like, okay, what is she going to do with that? You'll see. You just need a tiny little bit because you're going to add foundation over it and you're going to, or I'm going to, add concealer. This works exceptionally well if you have very dark spots. Now I have it in peach and I also have it in papaya, and that is for a darker skin tone. I have this one for when I'm really tan, but I'm not very tan right now. No, I don't go out in the sun at all, I totally stay away from the sun, but I do self-tanning. Now I'm going to take the Becca, it's a brightening corrector is what it is. That's the correct name. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the same brush and I'm going to go over it, over the peach, the color correcting peach that I just did. This does take time. I mean, this is not something that I do every day, certainly not for school, but if you have a special night out, that's what I do. If I have a special night that I'm going out, then that's when I go through all of this. I'm going to go back with the peach color corrector, and I'm going to add some to my nose where I have the most intense of the dark spots. But notice that I am just placing a little bit. I'm not placing a lot of it. You don't want to do that. Otherwise it'll be really, really hard to cover up. Now, I know there are many ladies out there that enjoy using a powder foundation. I have a real favorite of a powder foundation. Unfortunately, it's no longer available. If any of you ever see this on Hot Look or somewhere, please let me know right away. This is by Becca, and this is the Perfect Skin Mineral Powder. I first learned about this, I don't know, probably about 2 years ago. I was watching Angie and she was doing her Foundation Friday, and she talked about this and loved it, and I purchased it. I love this powder foundation, and I am not a big powder foundation fan, but I really, really like this, but they don't make it anymore, so I'm not going to use it today. What I am going to use, because this is available, and it is the Baked Bronze and Brighten in Medium. This is by Laura Geller, and as you can see, I have given this much love but I have totally forgotten about it. I'm just taking a nice big fluffy brush. I have this in tan as well. The nice thing about this foundation is that it doesn't accentuate any pores. It doesn't go into your lines. It doesn't look cakey. It looks very, very natural. I'm looking at my viewfinder here, I guess it's called, and it's looking really orange, but it in real life it's not real orange. It's actually almost the same exact shade as my complexion. I have had the worst sinus infection and it just doesn't leave me alone. I really need to get to the doctor because I can't be taking Flonase every day, using Flonase every day, and taking Claritin every day. I don't know what's wrong. I purchased this quite a while back, and this is by Estee Lauder if I'm not mistaken, and I haven't used this in a while. This is the concealer and the highlighter, I believe. Let's see, I don't even know if it's still any good, but I totally forgot that I had this. This is in the shade medium. Totally forgot about it. I came across it as I was taking all my makeup out. You have, I guess it's a brightener on one side and you have the concealer on the other side. I really like this. I'm just going to use a beauty blender and I'm just going to wet it with some Makeup Forever mist. It actually works really, really well. I really need to leave this out and use it up before it goes bad on me. For my eyes today, I'm going to use this oldie but goodie. This is the Too Faced Totally Cute. I hope that some of you have this one. It is still available, has very pretty colors. I fell in love with this when I first purchased it, and it went back. It went back to the back of my palettes. I'm going to start off with Double Scoop. I'm placing it all over my lid, all the way up to my brows. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to use Bunny Foo Foo, and I'm going to put just a little bit of chocolate donut on there. Please let me know if there is a palette that you want to see. So I will, if I have it, I'll let you know, and leave me in the comment area if there is a palette that you would like to see. And you could also let me know if you want to see a simple look, if you want to see a glamour look. I can try. We can play with it. I'm going to go back to Double Scoop and I'm using the same brush and I'm just going over it just to blend everything nice, so everything will blend really nicely. For my outer V, I am going to use Storm Cloud. And I'm coming up just to do that, more of that uplift to my eyes. You know, I love to use shimmers on my movable lid, and I'm going to use I Love TF, which is a pink. I love Too Faced. It's a hot pink. You know, I mix these colors all the time. And I'm just patting. Wayne's son came, and his girlfriend came from South Carolina, so they're here today. I'm recording this the day before Labor Day, and we're going to take them out by the pier where the ships come in. We're going to take them down there, and his youngest granddaughter is here as well. next weekend, I'm not sure when this video is going up, but anyway, next weekend, the weekend of the 9th, 10th, and 11th, that weekend we're going to go to Kansas for his family reunion. So that'll be nice. And we'll get to see his 2 older boys live there, and his oldest son has 2 children. I have adopted those 2 as my grandchildren. Love them to pieces. All right, I'm going to end up with my lower lash line. Let's go with Meow, just because I use all these different colors. You know why I do this, right? Because I want you to see that you could use any, just use whatever you want. Now I'm going to take some shooting star, and I'm going to place it in my inner corner here, and I'm going to bring it up just to brighten my eye a bit. Because you know what? I really don't care how old I am. I'm going to wear my makeup the way I want to. I don't care what the society says I can and cannot wear. I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend. I'm going to take a flat brush, and now I'm going to use Unicorn and place it right underneath my brow. And the eyes are done. Almost. So I needed to find a mascara that is a forgotten favorite. I used to use this Urban Decay Perversion all the time. And in one of the last sales that they had or something, I think I bought like 3 of them, and I put it in my backup drawer, and this was in there. And I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't used that mascara in like forever. So this is a brand new one, but I've had it in the drawer for quite a while, and I haven't used it. I totally forgot about this mascara and how much I liked it. My eyes are looking right underneath, at least on my viewfinder. It looks like it's really, really shiny. So I am going to use some Laura Mercier powder. It's also a forgotten favorite, and I'm just going to take a tiny little bit just to try to get rid of some of that shine. Could you see the difference? I mean, I want brightening, but, this is a bit much. Okay. It looks better in my mirror. For my blush, I am taking out this forgotten favorite. This forgotten favorite has Wisteria, Snapdragon, and Songbird. This is by Becca. It's so beautiful. I'm sure that it's still available. And I didn't have any of those in singles. I'm going to use some Wisteria. This one right here. Sometimes I just run my brush across and use all 3 of them. And for my lipstick, I'm using a lip gloss. This is by Bare Minerals, and it is Heartbreaker. I purchased this when I went to, I think it was DC, and I've totally forgotten about it. For my highlight, when I purchased this, I was so excited to get it, and I love it, and I just forget to use it. This is by Laura Mercier, and it is Seduction. I love this highlight. Of Touche Eclat and Almond to that inner corner in there, just because I noticed some darkness, and I neglected to get it before. I think it turned out pretty nice using these products. I had totally forgotten about my Too Faced Totally Cute palette. How could I forget? Let me know if you have any of these products, if any of these are your forgotten favorites, and please let me know if there are some forgotten favorites that you want me to use. I'd love to do that. Thank you all so much for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, I hope you do subscribe and join our family here in our mature community. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And don't forget, ladies, follow your passion, whatever it may be. I'll see you next time. Bye.